everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age. Beautiful night tonight, looking over Lake Callahan. So, look at my new threads. We got that fucking, I guess don't need to go, blood dragon plate armor on. Finally reached strength 38. This will probably be our fucking armor for the rest of the game. It's pretty good, not pretty bad. It's not pretty bad, it's pretty good, so. Ogren finally got the Legion. That's like the dead people cast, the dead cast. In Orzammar, he's got that armor on. He's finally strong enough to wear it. Liliana's just rocking whatever we've scrounged up, just leather stuff, because I mean she doesn't need anything super strong. She's should be at the back firing her bow. She got a new bow though. She got the spiritual finally. And then we were completing side quests, and now this is Margielaine's Recurve, which once she gets enough dexterity, she'll be able to use. This Margielaine lady has history with Liliana back when they were in Orlais, I believe. That's where she's from. And back to her bard / assassin life. She has information that could tarnish this Margielaine's name, and so she sent assassins after her in Ferelden, but we dispatched them, so to speak, and then we found her. We did travel to Denram, and we found her there. We didn't fight, we just talked, and she peaced out. But we'll see if she actually leaves Liliana alone or not. And Morgan's got Cowl. This gives her nature resistance. She got new robes though. They're not Morgan's robes anymore. They're robes of possession. This was done through her companion quest, which the original ones give just 10% cold damage and then maybe some magic bonus. Anyways, these robes are better than those robes, and they're restricted to Morgan again. There's no physical difference, but just the stats are better. She got some mage's war boots, restricted to mage, just give her extra defense. But yeah, that's kind of the update on these guys, because that's all between last episode and now. Last video, I just was trying to complete some side quests, get some things checked off the list, and wouldn't you know it, I actually have more side quests now than I did before. Funny how that works out. That's, I guess, not a side quest. That one is. The blight stuff isn't a side quest. I guess that's kind of a side quest, it's DLC. But yeah, I was trying to check things off the list, and wouldn't you know it, I just added more things to it. Yeah. But we'll move on today with the main storyline. And, oh, Denram, I guess one thing that we kind of did that was main story was we went to the chanter's guy, the brother Genetivi, who was in search of the Sacred Urn Ashes, which was kind of like a mistake. I didn't know that's where we were going. But we went to his house, and we found some research of his, which unlocked this Village of Haven location, which is our next lead for that, the Sacred Urn of Ashes to heal the Jarl of Redcliffe. But there wasn't too much like story element exposed, just that we got his research, and that we could progress in that storyline, basically.
Right ahead.
Oh, who are you guys? Bandits? Sure, you get that.
Good to go. Trap right ahead.
Well, this isn't not how I wanted to start the day, but I guess.
On it.
Nice. Nice, Aldrin, here to come and steal my kill, as always. Aldrin just here stealing kills. Alright.
Let's get started. That should be easy enough.
Wolf! A wolf!
You're gonna kick yours.
Oh hey, that's our wolf.
Argren wins again.
That's right, Liliana leveled up and gave her ranger powers. Yeah, it's not your job. It's your job. No fruit.
Right
Death
away.
root. Oh fruit, death root. And we'll travel on.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? You'll tell that to your leader and no one else. Persuasion? Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
Oh, jeez. Sheesh. Alright, fine. You won't gonna cause any trouble, but okay.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
No, there's a... I come representing the grave
You might have
wardens.
simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Recurve, a pleasure to meet you.
From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
No, you can't just talk about it here. Oh shit, you guys dying. So is that
The
guy.
clan came to the Brecilian Forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill,
Yeah, that person don't look
we
too
will
hot.
eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
What if we take care of the werewolves for you? Why did these beasts attack
They are
you?
savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Is there no way to help them in?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm good at non-trivial tasks. Yeah, no kidding. You're gonna ask me. I'm good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brecilian Forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
I'll find this
I must
Witherfang
warn
for
you
you.
that more than werewolves lurk in the Brecilian Forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Some
Make
questions
them
for
quick,
you.
if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Do you have any advice? How do I find
Watch for the white
Witherfang?
wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Let's go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Creator speed, not maker speed. Just a creator. But everyone's got their belief. Everyone's got their belief in some power.
Underanitishan, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zapian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
If you like, go
I
ahead.
hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Yes, some are larger than
How
life
very
and some-
loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
It isn't an easy life for them, that's true. Not for that reason, though. It's because they're treated like shit. Like slaves. Maybe it's good. I don't know what the answer here. Sure, let's ask this question.
Better for our people, yes. Elves are not the same as your kind. Our souls are more fragile. Is that the right word? It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
protection to sister. Some of us do, not all humans are the
I
same.
see.
Yeah.
That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Oh, I know. Jeepers.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family
Oh,
a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the
Same.
circumstances were horrific.
why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
Yeah. There's this Olaf you mentioned.
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever. Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
But the elves were eventually freed,
Yes,
right?
after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
You don't worship the Maker?
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god. The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Those were immortal then?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
You get your lifespan back, no?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
You see why we use humans
Shemlin,
then?
we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
No, probably not.
Aren't you?
Well.
You're human, and to many of them,
There you
you
go.
represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
You aren't hostile.
I was not born here, so I see things differently from the others. Still, I do not blame them for what they feel. Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
So in order to get on the clan's good
It
side?
requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
My homeland's called the Dales, like that.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Fantastic.
Certainly.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How'd you come to the Dalish? You're so young.
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Servant. Mm-hmm.
It was, though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more. The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
That was a stupid question. If you just told us your parents were dead. What does keep dudes
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Alright.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
There you go, learning about some.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Definitely said I could have what's inside here.
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
Persuasion failed. Persuasion check. Failed.
You have betrayed the trust of my clan, and no doubt stolen from us. Zathrian shall hear of this, I assure you.
I didn't take anything.
Even if that's true, you should not have opened the chest. I warned you, didn't I? I suppose I should not be surprised. Zathrian was right. I'm too trusting of outsiders. Go, do what you said you would, and bother me no more. I have nothing to say to you. If you're truly here to help my clan, then please do so.
What is it you need? Have you news? I must return to caring for...
The chick's pissed. Makes you wonder though, what's inside? I'm tempted to ask again.
I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
We've been a bit suspicious.
That's like saying that Dender Rash is a bit itchy. You'll tear the skin off your arse and be glad you did it.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian Forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
Please, I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Dalilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Dalilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I'll seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Alright. Go and help the dwarves. Or not the dwarves. Jeez. That was a while ago. Go and help the elves, yeah.
Hello?
Still need to be afraid of
Of
me.
course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
Never seen a human before?
Oh, of course. It's just that they don't... I mean, you don't... Oh, I should start over. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me, I might surprise you. Persuasion.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Oh wow. Slow dramatic zoom.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
I forgot a pelt for you.
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
That's not good. Help to gain
I
for you?
suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I'm not going to enforce
But the Keeper
anyway.
said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own.
I tried wooing Gaina.
Wooing? I don't understand.
Wooing. Romancer. You tried doing a gift.
No, that wouldn't be appropriate. Not before we're married.
Uh-oh. How about really showing your
I've
love?
serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
Why do you bother?
Because I love her. I really do. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You think of something else,
Such as?
Not good bad.
All right. I'm not going anywhere anyhow.
I must say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
Alright. Getting some codices. Alright, I just went back through that and did some talking. or went back, reloaded so that I didn't open this box and piss Linnea off. Then all I did by accident is that I talked to this guy, this merchant here, Verathorn, who could supply us with stuff, and he did supply us with some stuff, and also gave us a quest to search for a resource, iron bark when we're in the forest, and then he'll make us something cool out of it. If we bring some back to him. That's basically the main thing that happened there. And then I talked to the guy that thinks his wife turned into a werewolf, and then I talked to the young guy that is having real troubles, but he can't become a hunter. So now I'm gonna go see if I can't talk to her.
As you wish.
All these statues got lore in them. Anything else here? What's up, guys? How's it going? Mind if I sit by fire with you? Haha.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
People mention
and you
that.
are very brave to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly. Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children, and then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Yes, I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you.
Story time.
Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us
It's
nothing.
kind of goofy.
Then that empire
but
fell, and we were freed.
what do you
Because
expect from a
Andraste
game
came
made
with her
in
army,
2009?
and Shartan joined her.
Yes, Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Some 15% family problem now, but I don't know where it's going now. None of these answers seem really good. Okay, let's just play dumb.
Could not say, or will not. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. the Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
You say that if there's a reason for it. So where you started, I'm told?
Told by whom? A history that has been dictated by the victors, no doubt. Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Let's just see.
Perhaps one day
this alone.
you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian Forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Sure.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian Forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
I've seen my shirts fucking fight too.
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves. So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So there are many spirits in the
forest
forest.
is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
How many werewolves
No one
are there?
knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Maybe hunters become werewolves.
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
There are battles in
Who
the
can
forest.
say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
That's all I needed to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Alright. Well, let's go down and see if this exclamation point is.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
What is a
They are the
Hala?
noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
You make them sound like friends.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Why we separate this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
Very sorry, this must be a hard decision, so I'm trying to do
I
that.
don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Survival.
And? What do you think?
Not sure which one
I am
I'll
glad
go.
you attempted it regardless.
Don't have good survival skills.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
I'm sorry, I tried
I
my
know.
best.
It was kind of you to try.
Let's go.
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
First updated. Yeah, which I got one of. Wow. Maybe we can come back with some.
On it.
We did buy some tomes here from the merchant. What's this one doing? Yes, give away one of my points spent on attributes. Survival. Psh, 1 point. What a joke. What a yokester. Don't suppose I can go back now, can I?
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you? I don't know. Do you...
Alright, survival check.
Yes.
Oh.
That's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Oh, no problem. Skill tome coming in clutch. An extra skill point in survival will calm down that holla. Alright. No death loop? Yeah. Well, I think that'll do it for today. My hour's kinda up that I walk. Not a lot of action happening. It's not some lore heavy shit though. We'll go through some codices here. Talk to Green and see if that does anything. So,
Andiran Atishan, outsider.
you're Gina, correct?
You
Cameron
spoke to
mentioned
him?
him.
What did he say?
Said you he hates you, he said said that you refused to give him your hand.
I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
Persuasion, you're cool, no one can hate you. That's those you could, of course not, he's not good enough for you. If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right!
Persuasion.
I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen.
Hey, my boy Kamen.
Kamen, I have been a
Come get
fool.
me read.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Oh, damn.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man.
It's kind of forward of you.
Blessed by the gods today.
Not gonna lie. Oh! Oh!
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in
Smooch
bringing
on
us
the
together.
cheek.
How
What a
marvelous
reward.
you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Does anyone else feel the urge to vomit? No? 'Tis just me?
No, I'm right there with you, babe.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Items received, good received. Morgan disapproves of the young wild while she always will. Apart from County likes the tale of long. You're not like, what's the point of it? I don't want to share. What do I do with it? It's not a gift. Just a book to have, book to hold, book to keep. Again, you would disprove. I don't care. Yay, so we solved that one. Woohoo, power of persuasion. But honestly, people worry too much about that shit these days. They even knew it back in 2009 when this game first came out. People care too much about the fucking status and what have you, and if you care about that, like whatever, you care about that. But sometimes it is not the most important thing. Anyways, we did some good work here today. Maybe get some people to trust us a little better. Hey. We'll just kind of scroll through. This one's just an updated one, I think. With the High Dragon portion. Because we just fought a High Dragon off screen. It was part of Morgan's companion quest, and Flemeth turned into a High Dragon. This giant of his Hodge. You got the new Hala Codex. Maybe we went over this last time, I don't know, but he's letting me a Drawla. Yeah. Ode. However you want to pronounce that. There's the codex for it. Magister Shield, codex for it. Magical Religion. Jewel, Goddess of the Hunt. I think this gotta be new. Something just picked up. And the Forest here. God of Vengeance. These Elven gods. I'm missing some pieces there. Red Wolf. Mother of the Hollow. June, God of Recurve. Salace, the Hearth Keeper. Yeanor. The Aeonor. Chantry Hierarchy. Some of this stuff is from Benram too. Some of this Codex stuff that got picked up. Templars. Oh yeah, this one should be new, the Airwells. This is mention of the Dalish. Dales. Sling. Blood Writing. Neanderthals. Probably found in Denerim. Laughing Part 1, that was just picked up here. Denerim, this was picked up in, you guessed it, Orzammar. Dragon Corpse. This must have been picked up in Denerim somewhere, I don't recall. Fortune of Ferelden was picked up in Denerim. Politics of Ferelden was picked up in Denerim. Navarra, picked up in Denerim. Then Denerim, maybe? No, Thetis was picked up in Denerim. Picked up in Denerim. Characters we've got Brother Ferdinand Gentili. Probably just an update on it. Maybe it's new. There's the Tevinter Irving. Stan got an update here because we completed his companion quest. We got a sword. Got his sword back. Missing one person. Wins. Probably all new. I don't know if we looked at it. Brecilian is new. Living Farm's new. Books and Songs, The Legend of Calenhine, Chapter 3. This was picked up in the city of Venerum. The History of Chantry, Chapter 3. Picked up summers in our travels. The Tale of Elorin. Some elven piece we probably just picked up. Dane and the Werewolf. Some dwarven piece, I keep saying elven piece we picked up. This one too. The award there, notes. This one's just the love letters. Whatever's new here, I don't know. My elf fruit. Get out of here with that kind of talk. Yes. Promise of Pride. Extracurricular studies. Quest related. Outsiders honors. Probably just updated because we built the sword. Ready from the Blackstone of the regulars. There's some group that's basically just giving us side missions, but they respect the Grey Wardens for some reason that I don't recall. Let's say it in there. Oh, this is one of their missions that I have to give out. This is from that one group that's given me the mage group, not circle, the mages collective. It's part of one of their missions. Oh, excuse me, slay with the thing and bring his heart to his Ethereum. Where I embark. There we go, I think that'll wrap it up for today though. Not super exciting episode, but we set the stage for the next video to be exciting. More action exploring the forest, maybe killing werewolves. Maybe talking to werewolves as we discussed that they're smart enough to ambush, maybe they're intelligent. But anyways guys, that'll do it for today, so I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all of those things. And until the next video, see ya!